There we go. We are live. Live at last. Facebook. The season is down the corner. Tonight is the predictions night. So, Halifax, I hope that was a beer.
Yep.
Good lad. Dan Fielding.
Premium especial.
Dan Fielding, you got your Carling?
I've got nothing tonight, not even a glass
Carling.
of air.
I'm so disappointed with you, pal. Oh.
I've got one in the fridge. I'm leaving that for tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing tomorrow? Party.
Fuck all. That's why I need it.
Oh. Listen, lads, welcome very much. We've got Dan Halifax, got Dan Fielding, got Lee Wills. Welcome on board, lads. So tonight's the predictions. So, in fine form, I'm going to give us a bit of a rundown of what we're going to go through. And at the end, if there's any other predictions that you want to throw in, any cheeky ones or any side bets, Dan Halifax, that you think might be worth a punt on this year, it's always worth having a chat about. So, we're going to go for Premier League winners, where City will finish and why, top Premier League goal scorer, Premier League player to watch, City player to watch, City top goal scorer, both for the club and the league. Thank you, Dan Halifax. Bottom three and top six. So a bit of a mouthful there, lads. We're going to try and do this an hour and 10. Is everyone all right with that? We might have to hurry other people along. So we're going to start. Dan Fielding. How are we doing, pal? Are City going to win the league this year?
Again, I'd like to be hopeful, but no.
Oh, come on. Who's your Premier League winners for this season, buddy?
Chelsea.
Okay. They're looking good, aren't they? They're making some good signings, but they've got to make sure they gel together.
Yes, I think it was completely different ability-wise. What we saw with Fulham the year before last, they just spent mega bucks and brought in players that never gelled and it went straight back down. But it can happen for any team. Everton, another one, they're just bringing in signing after signing, aren't they? But Chelsea, just something about their signings, they all make sense. They needed a proper experienced leader at the back. They've got that in what's his name? Thiago Silva, that's the one. They needed a proper out-and-out goal scorer, probably the hottest prospect out there other than Haaland in Verma. They've got that Ziyech from Ajax, probably the most underrated player in their team that got them to the semi-final of the Champions League. He's absolutely brilliant. They just seem to be signing the right players in the right positions. And, I can't see anything other than Chelsea, really.
The annoying thing about Chelsea is they're doing, and City's women are doing exactly what City's men's team should be doing. Identifying, going out, buying, spending, getting the players in. And we just seem to be fanning around. And it's really starting to bug me a little bit. Lee, what are your thoughts, pal?
I'm going to stay positive. I think we're going to win it this year. I think have a bit between the teeth with Liverpool winning it so comfortably last year. I think we have to win it. To be honest, I think this year we've got to go out there fully attacking like we did a couple of seasons back, sort the defence out. But I feel good about this season. Got a good feeling.
Where does that stem from? Just you can just see the mentality just kicking back into gear from seeing us.
Yeah, I think. Like I say, I think sometimes I think the Messi saga has ruined the transfer window a little bit because everyone was so focused on that. We've not really gone out and, as you said about, looking at players that potentially could bring us forward. And so I think that's been a bit of a distraction. But there's still a few weeks left yet, and I'm surprised if there's a couple more coming in that we've not heard about yet. But I think it's just built into me to expect the best from us sometimes, and that's why it hurts so much watching them, I think. But
when all this Messi saga was kicking around, and when it eventually died out, I wouldn't say I was a bit down, but I was thinking to myself, we need that kind of player. But a couple of days later, I'm feeling positive now. Come on, Dan Halifax, what are you thinking, pal? The traveller of the Blue MIB Blues. What are you thinking, Dan? Can you hear us? Can anybody else hear me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Dan?
I couldn't hear you.
There you go. There he is. I think you're just looking longingly in the eyes, pal.
Is it? Oh, sorry. Is it my end now?
Yeah, mate. What we got? What's happening? Who's winning the league this year?
Sorry. Us?
Yes, you are.
100%.
Come on.
I've got no. Right. Chelsea have made some good signings. right? None of them are proven in Premier League. Massive thing that. Look at all the seasons we've won league, we've signed players from Premier League. It's big thing. Next year, I reckon Chelsea could win it. Give them a season to gel. That striker, Timo Werner, whatever he's called, good signing for him, but can he do it in Premier League? Who knows? And then they're back at square one, aren't they? So Liverpool aren't strengthened. I know they romped it last year. Well, they've got another thing coming this year. It's hard to be retaining champions. And to be fair, I think the rest of them are just proper bang average teams. Man United are bang average. Everton's made some good signings.
And they just Rodriguez.
But that's
like it.
The thing is that we were just saying then we need to strengthen. You look at Everton, they've signed 3 good players in 3 days. So, you know what I mean? We could do the exact same, couldn't we? There's no stopping us doing that. I think Ake and Torres are going to be really good additions to the squad. A fit Laporte is going to be massive.
Yeah.
A Foden, Jesus. This is the time make or break in their careers, and I think we're going to be surprised. I know the season fizzled out, but I'm confident going back.
Yeah, good man. Yeah, I am going City. I'm going City with absolute bells on. Liverpool are going to start strong again. They're going to really start strong, but I think they'll get overconfident. I think City will keep pace with them all the way through the season and take over in January, February time. I think Chelsea are going to do really well, as to Dan's point. I think they've bought fantastically well, but they've not got the calibre in that team of winning as a team yet, where City have, Liverpool have. I think they'll start off really well, but again, I think they'll die away. City, Liverpool, Chelsea are in my top 3, of which you can decide in a minute. You probably guessed that actually when you do my top 6, but yeah, it's got to be City, hasn't it? It's got to be City winning it this year. And as you said, Lee, I'm convinced there's 1 or 2 signings there. We can't go in. Put it this way, I'll put a caveat on this. If City make 2 more really good positive signings, we'll win the league. I am very nervous at the moment. I think it'll go on a lot longer this season. I think we'll have an absolute scrap in our hands if we keep the squad as it is now. If we make a couple more additions, I think we'll do really well. I think it'll be 10 points clear. I am that confident. But we need to make those acquisitions. And how long have we got? When does the transfer window end? Is that at the end of October?
Yeah, so it's quite a way after the season start, isn't it? Still, I think it's like I say, I think it's October, early October, I believe.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with that. So we're all happy with that. So Dan, the second question here, Dan Fielding, where do you think City will finish? Third. Oh, come on, pal, talk to me about it.
I'm completely against it. City for it this year. I hope we win it. I want to get that out of the way first, but we haven't strengthened. We've gone completely backwards. But again, it all depends on what you said, Tom. Depends who we sign. But it goes back to the point, I can't remember which one it was, Lee or Dan, that made it. Bring new additions in. The players we're linked with to fill the void, i.e. centre-back Koulibaly, he's unproven in the Premier League. How do we know he's going to be a decent fit? You know, we can say a couple of signings in the key areas we need are what we need to fight for it. You know, we've lost David Silva, massive head in the dressing room, not just on the pitch. You know, Foden's going to have a shitload of pressure on him this year to try and fill the void. I know people are saying Bernardo Silva will help him out. The pressure won't be all on him. A lot more people, you know, we can say we'll ease in a minute. It doesn't matter if he has half a game, bad half a game, absolutely amazing. Half a season, bad half a season, brilliant. The pressure's still going to get to him, I think. I hope it doesn't. But again, we've signed some good backup players in Ake and Torres, but they're not what we need. And we just seem to be lagging. And I just don't see it really gelling this year as well as the previous years. But again, I hope I'm wrong. But for me, it's Chelsea, Liverpool, and then City.
Okay, Chelsea, Liverpool, and City. We've got City Dave's predictions. City Dave has gone for Liverpool to win the league and City in 4th place. So I'm assuming he's emulating what you're saying, Dan Fielding, about the lack of signings, the lack of spending power, because obviously that's a massive thing at the moment. So yeah, and looking at Facebook, it looks very, very similar. There's lots and lots of saying City are going in for this. The transfer window ends on the 5th of October. Thanks, Neil Harrell. 5th of October, so 3.5 weeks, lads. Something must be happening. There must be cogs kicking somewhere. Because normally Pep comes out and said we're not signing anymore, doesn't he? He normally comes out, if we're not signing anyone, Pep normally comes out and says, no, that's it. That's our transfer window done now. And he's not said that, has he? So something must be happening there.
But it comes across as if we're not signing anybody. You know, normally we're very quick with our signings. This Koulibaly thing's lagged on for far too long. It's getting boring now.
It's really
sign him. If not, go for someone before it's too late. That Diego Carlos of Sevilla, he'd be a great shout, but we're not going in for him. It's all focused on one player.
Yeah, the thing is, though, Dan, I just think we get drip fed what they want us to. Do you know what I mean? Like you said, when we're actually going to a deal, it gets done. The chairman of Napoli said City hadn't even spoke to him about Koulibaly. It wouldn't surprise me if we don't even sign Koulibaly. But we're definitely getting some deals. I'm confident with this. We've seen it in the past, getting players over the line. I think a fit Laporte is going massive this season. Fit Laporte, Ake. Hopefully John Stone sorts his head out. And then I just think other things like, we know we ain't got Sané now. We've got Torres. I know Torres might not be Sané's level just yet, but just not every Sané round club bringing that, but, you know, Bayern Munich pressure. And do you know what I mean? I do think we're going to be a bit more of a settled squad. David Silva's a massive loss, but how headstrong was he in the dressing room? Now he's gone, and say KDB becomes captain. Have we got a captain now that's going to be like, right, fucking pull your socks up, fucking, you know what I mean, leading by example?
Thing is, I don't think we do. I don't think there's any out-and-out leader in that team, and that's another problem. You know, we should centre-back signing should have been, and I keep banging on about him all the time, but a Ruben Diaz type player. Somebody who's very good at his position, but he can also lead a team. We've talked about it, plenty of podcasts. Zabaleta, Hart, Company, Silva in that category. You know, players that have walked out who are massive figureheads in that squad who can go out and lead the team and tell them to pull the finger out. KDB's probably the closest person we have to it, but he's not a leader, natural leader. He'll be very good, I think, but he's not what we need as a leader. And that's what I think we're really going to struggle with this year.
You're going back to the Vincent Kompany mentality, the Andy Morrison mentality of that type of leader, aren't you?
No, not necessarily. Just somebody. You know, I don't mind Kevin De Bruyne being a captain because he's the only player in the current squad. I'd say maybe Walker to a degree, but that's only because of voice. But KDB's the only type of captain we've got at that club. But we've got no one who, not necessarily vocal, but can pull a player to a side and say, look, mate, crack on. You're playing shit. Pull your finger out. You know your role. You know what Pep's told you to do it. And it goes back to Pep as well. It's only one voice coming out of Pep. The loss of Arteta was massive on this team. His number two in the final games of the season, I didn't see him do anything. He wasn't challenging Pep. If Arteta was still next to Pep's side against Lyon, we wouldn't have played that formation, that team against Lyon. I can bet you anything. Arteta would have been at his throat saying, no, why are we showing him respect? And we haven't got that on or off the pitch.
I agree with that. I agree Arteta's a massive loss. But hopefully they're getting top four and the Raggies don't.
Right, let's move on.
I do want to get that out.
Has everyone answered that one? So, sorry, I've lost my notes. Has everyone finished answering that? Are we happy with that?
I think so.
Okay, perfect. Right, next one's a good one. Premier League top goal scorer. Lee, I'm gonna let you run with this one, my friend.
Oh,
because I think it's gonna. I've got a very good idea. I've got two that are in my head for this year, and I'll let you go, and I'll go after you.
Talking Premier League, I reckon Havertz will be up there. Strangely, I think he'll come in, and I reckon Havertz. I reckon he's going to be a blinder.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah, I reckon so. If not, if Aguero stayed fit the whole season, there's no reason why he wouldn't.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. So I'll caveat on the back of that, pal. If Aguero stays fit, He's winning it, but he's not staying fit. We both know that. We both know he's not going to stay fit, and this is why City need a striker. For me, I'm really drawn between two players for this. My heart wants to go for Sterling as top goal scorer this season. I think this is the season where you're going to see Raheem Sterling absolutely flying. This is going to be the season where, if Aguero's not fit, Raheem's going to play up front more than Jesus. And I'm telling you, I've got a sneaky feeling Raheem's going to win top goal scorer this year. If not, Aubameyang, very close, very close. Oh, yeah. What are we thinking, Dan Halifax?
Liam Delap.
Go on, you tell us a bit about Liam. You told us a very good story about Liam a second ago. Yes. Tell us what you said.
I don't think he's going to break into the squad this season, but my God, he can play, that kid. Honestly. And he's just signed his first professional contract with City, so he's tied to us. I know everybody keeps saying, oh, will he leave? But he's tied to us now. Get him playing.
What's he like at throw-ins?
You know what? I bet he's mint. Yeah, we could all do that, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Don't you? So, yeah. No, I think you've hit nail on. I think Aubameyang's going to have a brilliant season under Arteta. I'd like to say Aguero, and I'd like to say Jesus, but it's just how he's going to start the season. If Jesus starts the season scoring goals, maybe we could see a 30 goal a season striker, but it's just different butts in it, or if he plays on left or whatever.
Do you know what? If City win the league, when City win the league, we'll have a top goal scorer playing for us, and it's going to be Raz. I can just see it. I don't know why. I've just got to the end of the season and picking up this nice shiny trophy, as well as his Premier League medal and a Champions League winning medal, and being very happy for it.
FA Cup and League Cup.
Dan Fielding, what are you thinking, pal?
Vardy again.
Vardy, yeah, Jamie Vardy's going to be strong, isn't he?
I think Rodgers will work his magic this season a bit more than he did. I think they dropped off towards the end of last season, but I do think Vardy, despite being 34 years of age, he's going to be as hungry as ever. You know, they were close to challenging for the league last season, and I think a few little tweaks by Rodgers can get them up there.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. Who did you go for, Dan Halifax? I'm making notes of these for the end of season.
I'm gonna go with Gabriel Jesus just because we're City. I'm just gonna stick with it. Fuck it.
Joe, I hope you're right, but I can't see it. I'm being honest. I've little faith in him at times. It's like, don't know. He's got the potential there, and but like you say, it depends how he starts. Well, there's no saying he could, like you say, could bang 30 goals in, no problem. But
see, I've just got it in my head. I'll just say this quick. Yeah, we're going to play with two nippy wingers again that we didn't play with last season. And what was Jesus like when we signed him? Proper foxy box for me. Do you know what I mean? And then he's like drifted into this sort of like coming to get ball and doing a bit of dirty work. Getting back to that false, like that number 9 role where he's just in and around box. I think he'll score us a ton of goals if we play like that.
Yes, fair point.
Yeah, no, can't disagree with that. Let's go into Facebook for a couple of seconds. Let's have a look here. We need a new striker, Andrew Reynolds. Yes, mate, we certainly do. Listen to a couple of podcasts. We talked about that. Hello, lads. Timo Werner will be the top scorer. PS, we should sign a striker. Yeah, lots of news for a striker. Tony Mack, hello. Tom Young, how we doing, pal? Hope work's going all right for you, buddy. Werner, we've missed a trick with him. I think we have missed a trick with Werner. I think he could have fitted into Pep's team really well. Andrew, Ryan Askew, you're absolutely spot on there. Outside bet for Paul Glennon. Come on, Dan Halifax. Find out for me. I'm not a betting man. You know that. What's Sterling for top goal scorer next season, mate? Can you find that out?
I'll find out later, but I'm going to tell you it's going to be about 25 to 1.
You're about 25s? Right. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put a few quid on that because I'm feeling that confident. Okay. Yeah, that's fine for now. Hope everyone's all right. Let's come back here to the questions. So we're going to go for Premier League player to watch. Did everyone answer top goal scorer, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Premier League player to watch. I'm really looking forward to watching Timo Werner and havertz. I'm going to go for Werner for me because I'm looking forward to watching Chelsea this year. It's not often I say that about another team. but I think I'm really looking forward to it. And I think City have missed a couple of tricks here. So I'm going to go for Werner, just because I like his style of play. Dan Fielding will go to. What about you, my friend? What are you thinking?
Is it just Premier League and City excluded, or can City be?
No, I put Premier League player to watch.
Torres.
We're going to do a City one in a minute. We're going to do City player to watch afterwards.
Well, you've already got my City one. I'd go for Havertz as well. I think the kid's going to be Ballon d'Or winner before Mbappe, the way he's going.
Crikey, Charlie. Dan Halifax, what are you thinking, buddy?
I'm going to go with Harry Maguire because he's an absolute donkey.
Just be funny watching him.
He's just gonna be balls,
what a good idea. I tell you what, I didn't even think of it that way.
Yeah, that's going to be my player to watch. He's blooper.
Oh, I love it. Oh, God. You know, watch him have an absolute storm of this season. It was that.
Midora.
Is she coming on? Who's her player of the season prediction?
Pardon?
What's her prediction for the season?
She don't like football. She plays it, but I don't think she knows what she's on about. She just runs after the ball.
Oh, bless her little socks. Right, Lee, what are we thinking for? Who are you thinking for player of the season? Player to watch. Player to watch.
Player to watch, got to be Havertz. Again, I picked him earlier. I think he's going to be awesome. Like I say, Ballon d'Or winner of the future. That's to say it, but I think he's going to be not quite De Bruyne, but he'll be up there.
Yeah, no, we got Meet Sar on Facebook. We lack real aerial dominance at times, but again, I think that comes back to the central defender type, Vincent Kompany type, imposing character that we need. Absolutely. Ger Brown, hi Ger, up, you're doing well, pal. We need a Zeko type centre forward. Yeah, you're absolutely spot on, pal. I completely and utterly agree with that. Paul Glennon said that the kid from Wolves have just signed from Portugal as a player to watch this season. Who's that?
Yeah.
I can't think his name, but they spent a lot of money on him, didn't they? He's only 18.
Silva.
What?
Silva, his name is.
I bet his first name's Jow or something.
Laney goes on about him. Something Silva.
Oh, here we go.
Silva.
Yeah. Fabio Silva, 35.6 million. Fabio Silva. Do you know what? You know what he looks like? Savage. You know the Savage with long, stupid hair? Yeah, he looks a bit like him, actually. I would have to take a second glance at him. Yeah,
maybe he won't be that good then.
Team scorer, yeah. Everton. Rodriguez would be a good one to watch this year. Yeah, Andrew Reynolds, really good shout. James Rodriguez. He had a cracking cracking go in the Nationals, didn't he? So, yeah, looking forward to watching him. Has everybody answered that question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was Dave's?
Say again, pal?
Who was Dave's?
Dave's, good point, well made, thank you. Player to watch, Havertz. Yeah, Havertz. Prem Player to watch. So he's obviously right on the radar there, isn't he? Watch him got injured first week of the season.
Yeah.
I hope not, obviously.
I'm about to say, you know what? Not one of us has said anything like that, and I'm going to say that ain't our way, is it?
We don't do that, do we? We would rather see the good players play. Absolutely, we're not like other podcasts. City player to watch, City top goal scorer. Excuse me, I've got more notes here than I should have. Right, we're going to go for City player to watch. Obviously, a little bit different. Lee, you can take the lead on this one, pal.
I'm torn. Foden or Torres. I think Foden, he's already proved himself really, and I think he's just going to get better and better. But I think Torres is going to be. He's going to be next level. Be good. But yeah, I'd say I'm going to go Foden.
Phil Foden. All right, cool. What are you thinking, Dan Fielding?
Either Torres or Bernardo Silva. I'm going with Torres ahead of him. I think he's going to be the next big thing for City.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Dan Halifax.
I'm going to go with. I know he's proven, but I just think Laporte's going to have a worldie of a season. I've just got it in my head that he's going to. I think he's got a winning mentality, and I think he's going to come back, and he's going to be a lot of City fans know what level he's at, but the rest of the Premier League think he's not to Van Dijk's level, and I think you're going to see that this season. He's the top defender in this league, up there with Van Dijk.
Yeah, No, I agree with that. I'm really looking forward to watching Liverpool play this year. It's just who's next to him, who we're going to play next to. Do you know what I'm really looking forward to watching? Ake this year, because I don't know anything about him. That really frustrates me. I don't really watch any other clubs apart from City. I don't really pay much attention to him because why should I? And I'm really looking forward to seeing, because obviously he's gone down with a football club, which kind of tells me, well, is he going to be great? But if he's got this, if he is good as what Pep thinks he is to spend the money and sign him, I'm really looking forward to seeing him play. Really looking forward. I hope he's going to be a good player. I've put down here Torres or Cancelo. I'm really looking forward to watching Cancelo this year, so I'm going to stick with him. I know Torres is there as well, but I think this season Cancelo has taken an awful lot of stick. And then after we came back from the COVID break, Cancelo's looked great. So I'm really hoping he'll kick on and do what we think he can do and what Pep thinks he can do. I think it's a really good year for him now. The next one is City top goal scorer. You already know mine, Razlar. Dan Halifax, what are you thinking, pal?
I'm going to stick with Jesus.
Jesus, yeah.
Sorry, Aguero.
Dan Fielding, what are you thinking, pal?
Probably the most exciting player in our team, Gundogan. Nah. Do you know what? I'm going to agree with Dan. I reckon Jesus. I said it before the start of last season that Jesus was going to score more goals than he ever has, and he did. And I think he's going to increase that this year. So, yeah, Jesus on me too.
Jesus. How many did he get this season? Do we know?
He only got 12, I think.
Who was our goal scorer this season then? Leading goal scorer?
Raz with 20 somewhere.
Right. Yeah, he's smashing it this year. He's going to knock it out of the field this year. Lee, what are you thinking, pal?
Again, if Aguero stayed fit the whole season, hands down Aguero. As we all know, he probably won't. I'll go Sterling as well.
Okay. Okay, Sterling. What does everyone think on Facebook? Yeah, we've got Raz, top goal scorer. I think Sterling will be top goal scorer for the league as well as City. Hello, Andy Flug. Hello, Nathan Boslam. Definitely Torres. Andy Reynolds is really looking forward to watching Torres this season. I am as well, you know. It's going to be interesting. He's going to be a really interesting dynamic there, isn't he? I think you're right, Dan Halifax, what you said about having the quick, fast, pacey wingers on the side. How do you think Mahrez will fit in this season? Because he's not the most dynamic of wingers, is he, in the world?
No, but he's got... We haven't had that option this year to have the two quick wingers that are going to bomb forward. So games we've struggled to break down teams, we've got the option. We either start with the quicker attackers and then we'll drop Mahrez on, to like bring in play and whip balls in. Because, I mean, imagine like swapping Sterling and Torres, both nippy, quick, going to run at you for Bernardo or Mahrez, who are going to skin you to death. Do you know what I mean? We've got the options to see if we're against a quick fullback that's just outpacing Sterling and bullying him off ball, bang Mahrez on right, and Mahrez will just meg him and just do the thing he does every time where he just steps off the ball and sends you for hot dogs. But in my head, I've got this... do you remember when we played West Ham a couple of seasons ago when Jesus first signed for us? And it was Jesus, Sterling and Sané all got on score sheet, and all they were doing was running at defenders. I've just got that in my head that's how we're going to do it.
Red Arrow's mentality, just absolutely going for the throats.
Yeah.
No, I like that. We're going to have a bit of a caveat now for top goal scorer. Who do you think will be our top goal scorer in the Cups? Because, let's face it, not necessarily going to be... Oh, do you know what? I'm going to go first then. I'm going to go for Jesus. I think Jesus will be starting more games, and I think he'll be our top goal scorer for the Cups.
I'll go De Bruyne. De
Bruyne's a really good shout.
The Champions League, definitely. I'm going to go... I'm just going to broaden it, but I'm going to go League Cup, and I'm going to say one of you lads is going to play it. Like maybe Cole Palmer might get a few nods and bang a couple of goals in. Maybe not play loads of minutes, but you only need to win them games 1-0, don't you? So maybe just Cole Palmer, somebody like that.
Yeah, I think Paul Glennon on Facebook agrees with you. I'd love to see Doyle and Delap get a few games. Can really see Delap doing something special. They just need the opportunity, don't they? They just need that opportunity. And the question we've got, and the question we ask, how often on our show are they going to get a chance at City? Are they going to get that chance? They're not going to get the chance in the league. So the early rounds of the cup competitions are the only chance they're going to get, aren't they? So, you know, if they're going to take the opportunity, we really need them to be grabbing it by both horns, don't we? Okay. Has everyone answered that question in relation to cups? Yeah,
Sterling.
go on. Yeah, Sterling, going for Raz. Con Halifax, who are you going for, pal?
I'm just going to go with... Go on, and I'll go for Delap, even though I don't think he'll play, but I'm just going to go for him anyway.
Right, here's a bit more of a tricky one for you, lads. Just so you know, Dave put City player to watch, Cancelo. Same as me, good man. Bottom 3. Shouting this out to Facebook as well. We're going to spend a couple of minutes talking about this. This is going to be a really exciting season. I think there's some really good teams in this league, and I tell you what, I can't see one club getting relegated by a massive margin. So this is a really tricky question to ask. But what does everyone think their bottom 3 will be this season?
I think bottom of the table, West Brom. Second bottom, Fulham. And then Villa.
Villa. Do you think Villa will go, do you?
Yeah, I think they will. And that'll be when Grealish goes, I think. They'll go down. Grealish will come to your Tottenham sort of side or someone like that.
Yeah. Okay. Dan Fielding, what do you think, my friend?
18th Brighton, 19th Fulham, and 20th Leeds. I think Leeds will get smashed this year.
Do you? Do you know what? Oh, mate, that's a call. We're going to have a chat about that in a minute. Hold that thought. Right, okay, Dan, Halifax.
I hate to say it because I actually like visiting Brummers, but I think it's going to be, Fulham, West Brom and Villa. I'd love Man United to be in there.
Oh, is that the same as Lee? Same as Lee, isn't it? Yeah. Can you imagine that party? Yeah.
I think them Brummies are going to struggle. And I love going Villa away, and I love going West Brom away.
Yeah, Villa's a lovely ground, isn't it?
Mm.
Right, I'm going to go for... Who did I write down before? Do you know? I don't know. Brighton, West Brom, Fulham.
I thought Brighton finished. I think Brighton's got a decent manager now.
Yeah, do you know what? I just think next season will be a season too much.
Maybe you're right.
I just think they're stretching it at the minute too much, and I don't see. I've got a lot of liking to Brighton. My cousin used to work for them. I've been down to Brighton a few times, and I really like the setup, and I really like the stadium, and I really like the fans. I like the whole of Brighton as a town, but I just think, taking the emotions out of it, I just don't think Brighton have got enough. Don't know. It's a tough on that. So we're going to come on now to top 6. Who wants to lead the charge of this one, lads?
Yeah, go for it. So I've got City to win, obviously, goes without saying.
Yeah.
Chelsea second.
Yeah.
Liverpool third.
Yeah.
United.
Oh, kill me. Yeah.
Everton.
Oh.
And then Arsenal.
Nice. Who wants next?
I'll go next. I've got City top.
Yeah.
Even though the Scouts are second, but I do think they might struggle if they get a bad result. But I'm going to go them second. I'm going to go Arsenal third because of Arteta.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go Chelsea fourth because they're gelling. And then I'm going to go Everton fifth and Leeds sixth. Man, you don't get top six.
I have put Leeds in 7th place this season. I think Leeds are going to do well this season. Sorry, mate. It was after Everton, Leeds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well then, Dan Fielding, are you thinking, pal?
Chelsea, Liverpool, City, Spurs.
Oh, hang on. Wow. Chelsea, Liverpool, City, Spurs,
United, and don't really know about 6. I'll probably throw in an Everton around that. I think it's Everton's year to do something.
Oh, so you don't think Arsenal make the top 6?
I think Arsenal finished 10th.
Whoa! Get a bet on that, mate. Get a bet on that. Oh, crikey. Right, okay. So, City Dave's prediction has gone for Liverpool, Chelsea, United, City in 4th place. Has he had a bad day? Spurs in 5th, Arsenal in 6th.
Did you say United above City?
He did. But I'll read that out just to make sure I get that right there. Dave, the City fan. That's our show. Liverpool, Chelsea, United, City, Spurs, Arsenal.
That hurt to say, didn't it?
How long is it since United have been above us? 8 years? 7 years?
2013 when they won the league.
7 years ago. So,
And do you know what? We're slagging out us. They haven't strengthened at all. That Donny van der Beek, he's just a squad player. I'm surprised he's gone that.
He had a nightmare internationally, didn't he, the other day?
Yeah.
did he? What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. Bless him. I feel a bit sorry for him. So, right, let me just give me 2 seconds because I've not thought this through properly. So I need to get my predictions.
Do you know what? Just think, while you're sorting that out, Tom, what
Yeah,
I'm surprised about, not one of us has said Sheffield United to go down.
Yeah, I just don't think of them going down. No, I think they're just. I just like their strength and unity.
Yeah, but they're like everybody's second team, aren't they? Like everybody wants them to stay up, but really, I think they're going to be close to drop next season.
They'll be in the bottom 6.
And I just think that like you say, that unity might just. That's why I think Villa will just drop into it. I reckon it'll be down to Sheffield and Villa. I hope Sheffield stay up. Like another good away day.
I tell you what, I'm looking forward to Leeds away. I've got a load of family and friends in Leeds, and I have been told to expect a very warm welcome. I don't know what they mean by that. But do we play Leeds away first or at home? Because I'm going to give them exactly the same.
We play second game of the season, isn't it?
Is it? I've not looked.
Am I wrong? Right or wrong? I think I'm right.
I need to update the. I need to update my things. So I'm going for. I've only got a top 5 up to now. This is hard. City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, United. I just don't think Spurs will get that 6th spot. I think they'll do all right, but I just don't know. I don't know if anyone's seen that Mourinho documentary, or sort of say the Spurs documentary.
Yeah.
I really want to watch it, but I don't know. I just think something's wrong. I think this will be the season that Harry Kane leaves Spurs because they won't achieve Champions League for this season. So I'm going to put in. Bloody hell, this is hard. I want to say Leicester. I think they could come back stronger, but I don't know. I can't think of a 6th place. So you guys, a lot of you guys have mentioned Everton there. So do you really? I mean, there's a lot of reliance there on those players gelling and coming in.
Yeah, but Ancelotti, very good manager, and they are 3 decent midfield signings. That is a good midfield 3 in it.
And you've got to think that midfield's where Everton has struggled. The sign likes of Gylfi Sigurdsson, but none of them have really come on. But Doucouré's got Premier League experience, very good Premier League experience. Rodriguez has played under Ancelotti and probably got the best out of him in his career so far. 2 players that would gel straight away for me. That Allen, I think he'll just get the piss taken out of him by the fans because every time he gets the ball, everyone's just going to be like, Allen!
Is it the same Alan from?
Is it the same Alan? Please tell me it's the same Alan that played.
I think it is the same one from.
It's
Salzburg.
not. It can't be. Oh, absolute hero! I tell you what, he'll be winning a trophy at the MIB Awards at the end of the season.
No, I just think they're going to be a decent outfit, and I do think they are. They've got, like you said, they've still got Gylfi Sigurdsson and that, haven't they? So it's not as if they've just got them 3 midfielders. They've got a bit of depth, and I just love them to do double over them bin dippers.
So yeah,
But it wouldn't be a lovely start to the season if Leeds done Liverpool first game.
I've had a bell with me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
3-0.
what have you had?
I've had a lucky 15, pound on each bet. I don't know if you know what lucky 15 is. You pick 4 teams, and you have 4 teams on a single, 14 each team on a double, each team on a treble, and then a 4-fold. So I've had a pound on it, and I've had Leeds. Leeds were 12-1. I thought, do you know what? Fuck it, I'm having it. Because then if that wins,
Nice,
practically got my money back.
Wouldn't that be nice? So to cut a long story short, I can't make my mind up. I'm going to be on the fence. It's either Everton or Spurs, and I can't decide. But I just get a feeling somebody else is going to sneak in there. There's always an undercard that sneaks through, and at Christmas time, you're thinking, you know what, they could make 6.
Newcastle?
I just think it's
Newcastle?
No, I can't see it, mate. I just can't see it. I
think Newcastle finished top table.
Really?
Top
Oh,
five, yeah.
Wolves are that sort of team, though, aren't they? They can sort of slowly
Wolves.
creep up.
Are they in the Europa League again, Wolves?
But
No,
they
they
finished
I'm
missed
not
out,
sure.
didn't they?
So.
No, I'm not sure either, because I kind of think if they've got European place, something they'll take away from them. But yes, I'm going City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, United, and Everton or Spurs, and I can't decide. I really can't decide. It's a tough one, that. But I generally think Leeds will do really well this season. I hope so. For obviously not as well against City, obviously, but you know I've got a bit of a liking. So yeah, I'm hoping for a bit of joy.
I must be the only one saying they're going to finish bottom.
Oh, mate, you do not want to be in Yorkshire if Leeds finish bottom of that league next year.
I'm already in Yorkshire. It's just down the road from me. And most of my mates are Leeds fans as well, so.
Oh, well, they're not tuning in, pal. You're going to have a brick through your window.
Bollocks to them, they're going down.
Right, what we're thinking, lads, is that I think we're pretty much done. Does anyone get anything else to add, prediction-wise?
Cup winners?
Cup winners, FA Cup winners. That's what I like to hear. Right, okay, let's go for FA Cup, League, and Champions League. Dan, lead the way, my friend. Go for FA Cup first.
Spurs.
Mr. Mourinho, Cup team.
I think Mourinho will win a cup this year with him. I don't think he's as bad as everyone makes out. I know, obviously, at United, we all hated him, but he's not a bad coach. He's just a bit backwards sometimes, but I think he'll win him a trophy this year. But League Cup, I'm going City. It's our trophy, and we do well every year. We're the only ones that seem to take it seriously every year. And Champions League, I'm going Bayern again. You can't not knock Bayern out. They've got one hell of a team building up right now.
Bayern, okay.
Albeit Farmers League.
And what are you thinking for League Cup?
City. You mean Europa League?
No, League Cup, sorry. Who think who win the League Cup? Dan Fielding?
City.
City. Okay. Lee, we're going to come to you next, my friend. FA Cup?
I'm going to go Arsenal, FA Cup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when they're in 10th, they'll win that cup. And then, I reckon Arsenal for FA Cup.
League Cup?
It's got to be ours again, isn't it? I think. Like you say, that's our cup, that is. No one can have that one. We'll have that one.
And Champions League?
Again, hard to look past Bayern, isn't it? Yeah, it's got to be Bayern Munich, I think.
All right, my friend. Okay. Halifax? What do you reckon, pal?
FA Cup,
Where's
I'm going to go
your
Chelsea.
Hey? Chelsea.
And I think that is what's going to do them for the league as well. Concentrating on FA Cup, trying to get a trophy under the belt. Which wouldn't be a bad thing for that team, would they? If they got a cup this season. And then League Cup, like you say, can't see past us in that. And Champions League, I'm going to go with us. I mean, I think we can beat anybody on this day. It's just if we turn up on that day and if Pep picks the right formation. So I'm going to go for us.
I'm inclined. I want to say City, but I just don't. I worry about Pep's formations, and I can see him doing the same thing again. I've kind of lost a bit of hope with Pep with the Champions League. Sad, that, innit? It's sad, that.
Here's one for you then. While you're thinking on that, would you finish out the top 4 but win Champions League and nothing else?
No. I've always said I'd rather have the Premier League than Champions League every year.
I'm saying.
Yeah, every year.
I'm saying I'd love to win Champions League just to say I've won it in my lifetime. Because I'd hate to think I'll never get us to see us win it. But I wouldn't want to see us win it, not being able to be wherever it is as well. That's another thing that puts me off. I wouldn't like to not be able to go. But to me, I'd rather us win league. But I don't know. It's one of them, innit? If you could definitely win Champions League, but you have to finish like 6th. You know, Liverpool did Liverpool do that when they won it? No, Liverpool got to the final, didn't they, and then finished 5th.
No.
All right, think of that.
They won it and finished behind us, didn't they?
No, they won it, but the season before they finished 5th, didn't they? They got to Champions League final, and Madrid beat them.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
And they finished 5th. I'm sure they did. They finished 30 points behind us anyway. I know that. They finished loads behind us that season. Because that's when we got 100 points, innit? We got 100 points, and then they got to Champions League final, and then Gareth Bale battered them.
Yeah, sorry, that's 3 years ago, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't really pay attention to them lot.
Do you know what? I'm gonna put my heart where my head should be. I'm gonna go for City for the Champions League. Sod it. And I think for one of the cups, I think a small team's gonna win one of the cups this year. I think so. I'm gonna go for. Do you know I'm gonna go for the League Cup? I'm gonna go for Wolves. Right, random. But I think, you know what? From their little cup run, I thought they did really well in the was it Europa League they played in? And I think they could go for a cup win this year. And for FA Cup, yeah, I'm going for
York City.
Man City. Love to see York get there, mate.
Well, the way we're playing
that, the last time I went to York away, that didn't go down very well.
Yeah, we're never going back to. Well, bloody hell, you got to remember, I'm from York. We're never going back to Bootham Crescent. It's been confirmed.
What is it? What's happening to it?
We're moving to a new one, LNER Community Stadium.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
That sounds
no
like
more
a
Bootham
dog of shit.
The stadium is a dog of shit, mate. Well, it's a nice modern stadium, but all the seats have been like confettied in colours, and apparently it's to resemble fire. Just looks like somebody.
Few people saying Everton for the FA Cup this year. It's not a bad
good
shout.
shout.
It's not a bad shout at all. That can't wait for this season now. It's conversations like this that get me absolutely buzzing for the league. Dan Halifax, you put the information on for the Fantasy Premier League as well. Well done, you pal.
Yeah.
Going again for this year.
Well, I ain't got the pin link down, but if anybody would like to join it, we do the league and then the head-to-head. And the guy who won last year, he won 20 quid for winning, and it's free to enter, so you may as well do it. And the other guy who won head-to-head with me, so I just kept my own 20 quid.
Won 20 quid, love. You can count that as a win, though, can't you, pal?
Yeah, so I was buzzing when I looked.
Did you generally win the head-to-head out of our groups?
Yeah, swear down.
Good lad.
Yeah.
Well, let's just see. Good man. Right, well, I think we're done for the night, lads.
Wait, I've got one more for you.
Oh, go on.
No, it's not a thing, but do you know sort of when the takeover were happening and we were sort of like getting into the mix of being a top team?
Yeah.
How many teams are in that little zone now? There's like we're saying, like Chelsea looks like they're going to be a team. United, I sort of go and give a bit because I've got Greenwood and that. Then you've got Everton, Leicester, Wolves, Tottenham, Arsenal. There's all these teams that just get into that thing where, like you say, they're like City, while they're sort of signing right players and going to be pushing. It's going to be a decent season, isn't it?
Good.
How many points do you reckon City will get this year?
99.
Oh, that's a great question. I don't think
It may look simple, but come on, I come up with good ones.
I can't imagine any club getting 100 again for a long time. So I'm gonna go. Do you know what? I'm gonna go for 94. 94, low 90s, and still win the league.
I'm going to go 80 and win league. And
80?
yeah, you've got to bear in mind the points they've been racking up has never been seen before. So why does everybody think they're going to carry on going?
Fair point.
Oh, crikey, Charlie.
I'm going 62.
That's depressing.
Well, I did predict us to finish third, but I think this season is going to be the closest season ever, just because I think the football from all teams is going to be pure shite.
Did you say 62 then?
62.
Have you had a bad day?
Nah, I just personally think I'm being realistic here, but you've got to think the fixture congestion is going to have every team hampered this year, so I don't think anyone's going to be anywhere near the 90s, let alone 100s. But,
so are we thinking, because the you're right with fixture congestion, we need to mention that as well. The replays been scuppered now for the cups? Have they been cancelled?
I think so, yeah. I think it's this season as well, isn't it? Which is good, I think, because I don't like. I know it's good for the little teams for the money and that sort of thing. You get like a little lower league team that somehow scrapes a 0-0 against City, United, Chelsea, Arsenal. They're going to get romped in the second leg, without a doubt. At least then they've got the chance. It goes to penalties as well. Next round, you know what I mean? It gives them a better chance, I think.
Yeah, I'd like 60
semi-finals.
Yeah. Yeah, I think all cup games should just be, even like Champions League, all cup games, one game, bosh, next opponent, get it settled on the night rather than making it about money all the time. I know the money, like I say, is good for the lower leagues. It does them a world of good, but it's not as much as qualifying, is it, to the next round to get more money for that? So
I was having a look on. We've got a new partner on Twitter now, City Chief. If anybody follows City Chief on Twitter, they noticed something the other day that Eric Garcia to Barcelona has completed. City will. Sorry, it's complicated. Do apologise. Eric Garcia's got complicated. They're looking at 18 million euros to see him go.
Tell you what, that's complicated.
If you want a million, 18 million minimum to see him go.
The reason that's a complicated deal is because what they don't know about is a £500 million release clause he's got. We're going to send Doctor him.
Yeah, absolutely. Following on from that, what would you lads do if you were in City's, you're in Tix's and Pep's shoes now? What would you do for Garcia? Would you make him stay and play, or would you get rid for any amount?
I'd make him stay playing.
Yeah, so he's
say again, lads. You both spoke at the same time. Then what did he say?
You go, Mike.
All right, I'd make him stay.
Yeah.
What's 18 million quid to us? It's not by anybody, is it? Just let him go for now next season. Just offer him give him playing time if he's doing the base. Give him playing time and then offer him a decent contract.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Like I say, 80 million is peanuts in it, really, in the grand scheme of things. I just think as well, just out of pure pettiness, just so you're not having him end off because they messed up the Messi transfer. Quite as you said, he wants to leave, let him go. So I'd out of pure pettiness to say no, we're not selling him. Sorry, because I want him. So.
I mean, the City Chief again reporting here, this was like 4 or 5 hours ago. Negotiations are expected to resume between City and Barcelona for Garcia. Barca have made an opening bid for Garcia of 7.3 million plus 1.8 million in add-ons. City rejected the offer and want a deal worth 30 million in total with 20 million up front. I can't see the point in keeping a player that doesn't want to be here. I'd rather take the money. Part of me thinks when I say that, though, if Garcia and Laporte are our best two centre-back options, would we not want to keep him for an extra year? Or would you rather bring somebody? What was Dan Fielding? It was the other lad we spoke. Was it Adebayo?
Adebayo.
Yeah. Would we not rather have him playing somebody who's committed and wanting to play rather than Garcia?
I think he can. He's played for West Brom and Blackburn. They're not exactly established, decent teams, but he's played consistent level and good performances in those teams. I think you stick him. I said it earlier to you before. Stick him in a team surrounded by Laporte, Rodri, Walker, and Ederson. He'll flourish.
I think as well, like you say, if you are going to sell him, if you don't want to be there, you don't want to be there. It's like I said, there's no point keeping saying I don't want to be there. Look at Sane. All it does is bring negativity on the team, and like that 20 million could go towards another defender. Like I said, wants to be there, and it's hard, isn't it?
I seen an interview with Garcia. Like, obviously, it was written and translated, and it said, Barcelona, he says, I'm not thinking about leaving City. He says, I've got a year left, and I haven't accepted the contract they've offered me. So, to me, that's saying he thinks he's worth more than we're offering. But I think what we forget being fans is it's their job at the end of the day. And if we've offered him 50 grand and he thinks he's worth 65, that might be what he's thinking. Because I don't think he's pushing for the move. Because if he were pushing for the move, he'd be saying, yeah, I want to go to Barcelona, wouldn't he? But he's come out and said he wants another year here. He might just think, give me a couple of games and I'll prove to you I'm worth more money.
It would be interesting to see if it is a financial thing. It'd be interesting to see if he wants an extra 20 grand a week, or if it is purely because he wants to go out to Barcelona. Because for me, if it is the money side of things, I'd pay him. I think he's going to potentially be worth it. I'd like to know what Ake is coming in on, and what the difference is between Ake financially and Garcia financially. That's one thing I'd like to know. What's your thoughts on Angelino then? City Chief have come out and said that if Red Bull Leipzig trigger a purchase for Angelino this season, City have inserted a buyback clause, which means they could re-sign him again for 40 million euros. Is he not done now though? He's got to be gone now, hasn't he? Surely he's like a yo-yo.
Bizarre. Go on, Dan. He's your lad, so I'll let you tell him about it. I'll let you do your point.
I get hounded for it, but I think we've missed a trick with him. I still think in the next 2 or 3 years, he's going to be one of the best left backs in the world. I really do see it. Not just on his defending. His defending still needs work, but who's a fullback now that's to finish the article in both attacking and defending? Nobody. It's everyone bangs on about Trent Alexander-Arnold being the best fullback in the world. He can't defend for shit. It's Angelino. We struggle with a consistent left back. Reverse the roles. If Angelino came in for a Cancelo amount of money, he would have been given the game time, and we would be relishing under him right now. But it's because he's a youth product, I think, was the reason he was loaned out, not given the chance, because he hasn't had the game time to prove it in this City squad. When he has, he's not been good because he's not had the consistent run of games. Cancelo was shocking prior to the lockdown being lifted and the games resuming. Since he's been allowed a continuous amount of games, he's been able to flourish. If Angelino had that, I still think we're doing that. So I think loaning him to Leipzig and then with the potential to move there permanently, Leipzig will snap at a chance, and they should do. We've missed a trick with him. Big style.
Strong words, Daniel.
But I think this is just all in my head, bear in mind. I think this is a sweetener to Leipzig to get their manager.
Nagelsmann.
I think it's a sweetener.
Ooh.
Having for another season.
Was, though, wouldn't Nagelsmann be thinking?
No, but that might be what they said. The thing is, like I say, we all get this thing in his heads that like loyalty, football, when really they're just thinking paycheck. And it's not nice to think, but that's what they're thinking. And they said, right, you can have him on loan for another season. You've got to buy him for 18, but then we can put this buyback clause in for 40. So we get Nick Nagelsmann. He comes home, gets his left back he wants, Angelino, who's a homegrown City product, signs him for 40 million. Leipzig's got another 20 million for nothing. Do you get what I mean? I might be wrong. I probably am. But to me, that's what I think it is. I think it's a sweetener to them.
But the owners would look like right plebs then. Why sell a lad for 18 and have to pay for 40 million when he came through the youth? We took the piss out. I know it's nowhere near the money in value, but look, we took the massive piss when United got rid of Pogba for free and signed him for 80 odd million. We'd be doing the same for Angelino in my eyes. I honestly,
if you brought that manager
in,
would you be happy?
I don't really know much about him, if I'm perfectly honest. I know he's done wonders with Leipzig, but I just put it down to the players that are around. You know, any manager can come in and be good for one season, be shit for the other. Any manager can come in and be shit. But I just think Angelino has the potential of being that consistent figure no matter what manager comes in.
I liked Angelino, and like I said, I had big hopes for him when he was in youth team. Not many left backs score hat tricks, and he scored 2 while at City. So, so yeah, I agree. I do agree with you, Dan, but I do think there's something more to that deal. I do think that. That's my only thing.
You know,
yeah,
there's definitely something about him, isn't there? About the way he manages and the teams in front of him. He could well be, couldn't he? He generally could. He could be the next manager coming in. The way he plays. The thing is, for me, would he ever think he would take a step down to become Pep's number 2 for a season with a view to taking over?
I don't think any manager did that now.
No, do you not?
No. But this season is the first season. I mean, even though I'm proper optimistic all the time, this is first season. I thought it doesn't look like we've got a game plan. It doesn't look like the board have got a game plan. And I've never said that about the club before. I mean, people go on about us sacking managers, but they've all been for the better. They've all evolved the club on. It's like they told us when they came in, they've got a 10-year plan, didn't they? And then when you listen to Caldoon, he says, we've got a 10-year plan, a 5-year plan, 3-year plan. So it won't surprise me if the next manager's lined up. And I've always said that. I've always said they'll have an idea who they want to bring in. And I think it's...
I mean, it happened with Pep and Pellegrini, didn't it?
Yeah, but it happened with Pellegrini and Mancini.
I think Pellegrini was told when he signed, you know, you're going to be here for this amount of time, then bring Guardiola in.
Yeah, I did that, Lee, exactly that. I think he knew that.
Yeah.
He didn't kick up a fuss, did he? Either. I quite like Pellegrini, actually.
It's a shame he's never kicked on anywhere else, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree.
But in Spain now, he might do well there. So,
right, lads, I think that's time. I really enjoyed tonight.
Yeah, it's been good.
I'm trying to. Do you know what? I'm really looking forward to this season. I honestly can't wait. Week on Monday, isn't it? We start.
Yeah.
21st. Dan Fielding. And we're going to do a couple of lives, pal.
I'll try. Yeah, get some on. I've got some good feedback. Got people involved in them as well. So yeah,
Commentator
I'm up for that.
Coming in your ears. Right, lads. On that note, have a fantastic night. We'll speak to you soon.
See you later.
Yeah, boys. Bye bye.